What is going on, guys? So this is Bobby again, and you might notice I'm in a little bit of a different area. So I'm in the basement now. I ended up moving my motorcycle to the basement. A lot more room to work. I can add as much light, as much tools. I can make as much noise as I want. So it was interesting getting the bike down here. So take a look at this. I got the bike down here in the basement. If you haven't seen part one, click up top right here and go ahead and watch part one, how I got the bike, how I got it at auction, what I paid for it. This video is going to be about taking the motor out. I was hoping I didn't, but everything I read said you definitely have to take the engine out of the bike to be able to get to the lower crankcase and replace it. So I ended up buying a new crankcase that's on the way. And then also, I don't know if you remember the rear axle here. So this side looks good. This part right here determines the distance back and helps the alignment basically. If you notice on this side, of course there's no light, but there's no nut and no alignment tool. So I just put a new one on order. It was about 20 bucks. So once that comes in and we get the engine up and running, we can actually ride the bike. So let's go ahead and get this engine taken out. All right, I got some light so you can see it now. If you can see this right here, this right there is the same as this. This is what keeps the tire. This is what you screw this in right here, and you loosen this bolt. As you screw this, the tire will either turn left or right depending on how you screw it, and then the wheel, this side, will either move forward or back, and that determines the alignment of the vehicle or the back tire. So as you can see, I don't have it on this side, but this one was sucked in and is bent. You see it sucked in there? So my guess is that maybe something, I don't know if he hit like a curb or something like that. There's absolutely no damage to the tire, absolutely no damage to the rim. I don't know if someone hit him in the back, but hopefully getting that new part will fix all of that. All right, guys, so first things first, I'm gonna take off the gas tank here. So I've got my gas jug right there. I'm gonna see if I can drain some of the oil that's in the tank. This is the fuel injected model, so it's 2013. So the fuel injected one, it's a little bit easier because the gas is actually in a tank and you can lift it up. But when I disconnect the gas hose, I want to try to drain as much out as I can into the gas tank so I don't spill it all over my floor. That will allow easier access to the engine, its mounting bolts on top, and then also just access of getting it out and manipulating it. So guys, got the tank off. I just wanted to check the air filter. Look at that air filter. You seriously can't get any cleaner than that. That's crazy. It's like a brand new bike. We're gonna try to get this air box off. guys, so I undid all the harnesses. And I labeled where everything went. So this one is the gas tank. So when the gas tank goes up, this goes in the back of the gas tank, you know, so on and so forth. So every one that I undid, it's labeled. Now, I will say that you don't have to undo all of these because there is a main disconnect from the main harness right here. But I just wanted it to be a clean pull. So everything seems to be disconnected except for the two mufflers. So got one muffler there on that head, and then there's one on the bottom right here. So I'm gonna disconnect both of those, and then we're gonna undo the main engine mounts, and we'll be ready to pull the motor. So I jacked the bike up, most ghetto way ever. Got jack on this side, and no, I do not have a motorcycle stand. Got, you know, your standard OSHA approved jack stands. Basically what I need to do is just push the axle through and loosen the wheel up so that I can get the sprocket off, or get the chain off the sprocket. So once the sprocket comes off, I can pull the motor because I've gotten everything disconnected. So let's see. Alright everyone, so ran into a little hiccup. So the I didn't know that the bolts holding down the motor mounts were double-sided, and as I started spinning one side, the other side just started free spinning. And unfortunately I don't have another socket, and I'll tell you why, because someone broke into my garage and stole all my tools. So I just had to go buy all new Harbor Freight. So I actually had one of these, and it was full all the way to the top of sockets and every type of tool, and they just came right into my garage in the middle of the night and picked it up and walked out. Filed a police report and everything. But anyways, we got the bike completely torn apart. Nothing is attached to the engine anymore. Everything is labeled to the right location, and even wired the grounds and everything. So there's only 3 motor mounts. There's one in there, and then there's another one right there. So once I get 1, 2, and 3, that engine will just come right out, and I'm gonna plop it on this stand right here, and hopefully by then the parts will come for this, and we'll see if we can get it back together. Once again, thanks guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and keep an eye out for the series. So there's more to come. Hopefully we can get this thing back on the road and get a rebuilt title for it. So catch you guys next time.